Now, 7 years ago, today's guests entertained the nation with their quick step and jive in Strictly Come Dancing. They may not have lifted the Glitter Ball trophy, but some say they waltzed off with an even better prize, each other. Here with the secrets to their Strictly love story, please welcome dancing king and queen, Dianne Buswell and Sugg. But listen, when we're talking about romance, I've just got to defer to Judy because she likes to know what's going on.
I'm here for the gossip, but I'm here for the gossip. So you've been together for like 7 years. Like, tell us how you actually met. We know it was on Strictly, but what was that moment where you was like, there's something?
We just got on from day one, really.
Yeah.
It was. I thought he was extremely funny, very quirky. That word, quirky.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just kind of enjoyed each other's company,
Yeah.
and then realised we missed each other's company when we weren't in each other's company.
Okay.
So it was that kind of thing.
But also, I could not dance for anything at the start of the competition.
Really?
No. I could not. I can hear music, but I could not dance.
That was a lot of work.
It was a shame. I thought he was going to be so much better than what he was. Yeah. I thought, I've got this young boy.
Yeah.
This will be great.
But so we actually, I needed the time to focus on getting to that final. It's quite a while ago now, it's hard to remember. But I guess, it was so we were proper focused on the dancing, and it wasn't until afterwards we were like, kind of miss being in your company and being around each other, and then that's when.
So it was after the show had finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was after the show.
Oh.
But is it?
Was there anybody else you thought you would have been dancing with, or that you kind of researched and thought, I don't mind dancing with them?
Well, I did my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what?
He tells me all the time he didn't want me.
I did my audition with Jeanette.
Oh, right.
And I'd watched bits of the show before, but I remember I had my audition with Jeanette and I was like, right, OK, I want Jeanette as my partner now. And so I remember, I think me and Jeanette both sort of said, look, can we dance with each other? And they're like, maybe. And it never happened. And in a way, it's good that it didn't, because otherwise we would not be sat here today together.
Joe, I have to ask.
Oh, thanks.
I have to ask. We know the love story, right? But when was the moment you knew you were in love?
Yeah, even I don't know this, so this is great.
It's actually a hard question. I mean,
well done.
I'm sure. I'm trying to think. It was a long time ago.
Too many moments, Joe, isn't there?
I would love to say the moment I set eyes on her, but I think.
Oh, you're going to split them up.
I don't know. I think there was a time where you had food in your teeth. Do you remember? and it didn't bother me at all. And normally I'd find I don't know. It's like, I kind of like it. It's good. It's good.
I'm a bit geeky.
And it didn't put,
I think that's what you like.
I think that's a great answer.
I think that's
because we talk about the ick, don't we?
Yeah.
And sometimes when it's not working, anything will give you the ick.
Yeah.
Whereas something like that.
It was like a
But
big
come on, Dianne, let's turn it on you. When was the moment you knew?
I think with Joe, I loved the work, like his work ethic. I loved that he was so into what he did. I found that extremely inspiring. I thought he was very funny. And yeah, we just got on so well. And a similar thing, really, like things that probably I would have thought, I was quite fussy in a way. And then with Joe, like none of that mattered. So it was, it just worked.
You just
I
knew.
think there's not a moment that I went, I know. It was just a whole array of things that it felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had a great moment, didn't you, a little while ago? You won a BAFTA.
Yeah.
Which is what everybody goes on television goes out to try and get. Tell us about that. What was that moment like?
It was so exciting. I mean, I didn't expect it because I had Chris telling me every single day leading up to it, Di, we're not going to win, all right? We're not going to win. Gavin and Stacey have got this in the bag. And I was like, OK, Chris, but if we do, I need to have something prepared. Like, is there anything you want me to say? So, after a long time, he let me know some things he wanted me to say. But, yeah, it was a shock. It was amazing. Obviously, choreographing that dance for Chris was extremely important. I mean, the song, it was a Liverpool anthem. He is a big Liverpool fan. He's from Liverpool. That song meant a lot to him, and I knew that this dance had to mean a lot.
You'll never walk alone.
You'll never walk alone. And I had this idea of him walking on his own, which Chris told me as soon as I told him, Di, nah, that's rubbish. We're not doing that. And I said, please, just trust me, Chris. Let's give it a go. And honestly, we did it in the rehearsal room. He stopped after we did it, and he had a tear in his eye, and he said, you were right, Di. This felt so amazing for me, and yeah, it was incredible.
It was beautiful.
The moment was very
I remember
special
watching
to
it.
us.
Honestly, I had tears in my
Yeah.
eyes when I was watching it.
Yeah.
How was you after? Because I definitely, like you're saying, I was, even now thinking about it, I cried after. How was the atmosphere and how was you after when you done it?
When we danced this
When you
dance...
finished,
I mean, the first time we did it, actually, was during a kids' dress run, so which means the studio is filled with kids anywhere between the ages of 2 to 10, and the whole studio, even the kids, stood up. And I turned to Chris and I said, Chris, the kids have given you a standing ovation. He took me outside after, and it was the first time I'd ever seen him cry. And he said, I just realised how much this is meaning to not just me, but so many other people. And I think that was one of the first moments we realised the power of what we were doing in that show was just huge.
Wonderful.
So,
How did it feel for you, Joe? Joe. How did it feel for you, Joe? Because I spotted your face there when you were...
I feel like I've been an emotional wreck since September last year, it feels like. Yeah, every episode that I've watched and every dance they did, it was, I think, like a lot of the nation, it was hard not to get emotional over what they were achieving and what they were doing. So yeah, very well deserved.
He was my biggest support throughout the whole thing. I would come home with choreography and I would show Joe and I was like, is it good? Do you like it? But he's so good whenever Strictly's on. He's there 100% all the way, and he watches from home and
I try and give
cries
advice,
every night.
But
Well, listen, we can't let you go without mentioning your new tour with Vito, Red Hot and Ready. Yeah, and it
Yes.
starts, in less than a month.
Yes, we start on the 11th of June, goes all the way up to the 26th of July. It's an incredible show. Our cast are phenomenal. Vito is he's a dream. We're a dream team together, and I'm really excited.
He's your
for it.
crazy cousin, I believe.
He is my crazy cousin. He's been to our house many a times and cooked us a 3-course meal, honestly. Me and Joe were like, this is great. Don't want to Yeah, there's a spare room there. Just take it.
And, I mean, again, it's naughty for me to ask, but I did see a picture of you. Did I see a picture of your engagement ring?
Yes.
oh yeah, weirdly,
Go on, Joe.
which wasn't from me. It was.
Yeah, sounds bizarre, doesn't
Is it the photo with?
I had a picture with my brother.
It was with my brother. But yeah, it wasn't. I think you.
I
Just
had it
got
on.
confused.
I put a ring on my actual wedding finger. I'd flown to Australia. Long story short, my hands get very swollen.
They expand.
They
don't they,
expand,
in the Australian
and so
heat.
this finger is actually the one that doesn't expand as much. So I put the ring on that finger, had a picture with my brother, and then everyone thought Joe and I were engaged.
Well, when I saw it, I was like, hang on a minute.
Okay.
That it's a picture of you and your brother, and it looks like you're engaged. Like, what's going on? I was as confused as everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wait the next instalment on that one then, yeah. Listen, it's been lovely to have you here. Good luck with the tour. Lovely to have you, Joe and Dianne, everyone.
Thank you so much.